when you tell or like the pageant director specifically told me that I would be the only Miss Korea in the pageant. So
Mhm.
like I kind of like trusted her to be like, okay, well, like um I mean, like I'm going to be the only Miss Korea in here, so like, and it's the Miss Asia pageant, so like, I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, so like, I'm representing my country, right?
Yeah.
So like, that's what I thought in my head, and so I go in the pageant, and like I find out there's somebody else representing Korea, and so and I'm kind of like startled by that because um I mean, like, then why am I here, right?
Mhm.
And I paid like $1,500 for this just to apply. And so like I mean, I was just like, what in the world?
So do y'all talk to each other? The other girls talk to each other?
No, actually she blocked me on Instagram. Like
Okay.
I mean, like, I wanted to be friends with her, but she actually blocked me on Instagram. And I mean, I I don't really know how to like be friends with somebody who doesn't want to be friends with me.
Oh, you can't. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I was wondering, what was she thinking the same thing you was thinking?
yeah, actually, like that's a really good question because I have a feeling she didn't know either. You know, like because really there's no way to like kind of know that before going in, and you kind of like find out like during that process. And also another thing that I kind of found was strange about that pageant was that like the pageant director's ex-husbands were her like supporters. So she has like maybe like a couple ex-husbands who are assisting her with the pageant, and they all help her run the show.
Yeah, that's a little.
You what?
It's very strange.
Yeah, that's very strange. Yeah, I would think it would be she would have like a staff.
Yeah,
And
and
mostly women, I would think.
yeah, and so when you ask like where do the sponsors come from, so the sponsors would actually come from the connections of the ex-husbands. And so like it's kind of like they act like they want to help us, but what really happens is like they kind of like try to get us in like weird sugar daddy roles where they're kind of like, oh yeah, you know, if you like try to get with that guy who's my friend, then like you can get more money or like to pay for the pageant or something. And I'm just like, that kind of sounds like your friend is trying to or you're trying to get us into like either a sex trafficking role or like a sugar daddy like position,
More
you know?
like that's more like play to pay kind of.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. And all this money goes back into the pageant and gets paid back directly into all of their pockets. So that's exactly what I thought was kind of twisted about it, is because they're using all of the pageant girls to get money, you know. And the most twisted part is that is the manipulation that's being played, where like a lot of them just don't understand that it's a pay to play. Like they get it, but then they want to be famous. They want to be
You mean the girls?
yeah,
Oh.
like they don't care like as much, like that it's a pay to play, because like in LA, like they want to have that position where like they're in front of like a magazine cover or something like that. And I think that's the sad part, like it's just like they understand it, but at the same time, like it's like, oh yeah, like okay, like I guess I'll get that money and like I'll get it to you in time, or like, like they don't understand that even if they do pay the lady, they're still not going to win. It's just a business.
Yeah, I think a lot of girls go into it like they're just down to do whatever.
Hmm.
They might not know exactly what can happen or what's gonna happen, but in their mind, it's like I just do whatever I have to
Hmm.
do to get that position or whatever. And now there's some dangers into that too, because I've known personally some girls that have done things because they thought they was going to get something, right?
Hmm.
And when they don't get whatever that is, and that's when you hear, "Oh, I was sexually assaulted," and so see that, it's just a bad place to be. I just don't think it's a good idea to put yourself through that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think what's interesting is that like a lot of people think that like when you go into like a beauty pageant, or like when you see one, it's very like shiny and glamorous,
Yeah.
and like from the front cover, like you would think it's like the opposite, but of course, like if you have like legit sponsors, then like it's a different story. But like for example, like if you have like partners, or like know people who work in tech or something, or finance or something, then like it's different. But like if you're working with people who like for example the pageant director, and like they're coming up with sponsors, and their ex-husbands and stuff like that, like, and they're directing you to specific sponsors that we should go to, then I think that's a
That's a red flag.
yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in almost, just based on my experience, anybody that directs you to someone that they want, and they kind of, and if you say, "Hey, I know somebody, or I have somebody," and they say, "Oh no, talk to this person," that's always a red flag.
Oh, we don't play that.
It's just because usually they're getting some type of reward or something in return for sending those people to that person that they know. That's usually how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think like one of the things that really struck me was that she had threatened me, or like threatened to sue me over not returning some tickets that I did not sell. And the thing about pageants is that the
Well, wait a
contestants,
minute. So you have to sell? Wait a minute. Y'all have to sell tickets too?
yeah, I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I was gonna say. Like usually contestants who are participating in a beauty pageant, they don't sell the tickets, but this goes back to like how I feel like it's more of a business than like or how like it's just like a personal opinion, how I felt like it was more of a business. And like I didn't really feel like I was really seen as like a person.
Yeah.
Like I mean, she threatened to sue me for not selling her tickets. So it just felt very strange to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I always thought how do they get people to show up? I always thought about that. You know, because you see large crowds of people, and I'll be like, is it a network of people that's been following them for a long time?
Yeah, so that's another thing too. Like, so the tickets themselves are very expensive. So like one of the VIP tickets would be like, I don't know, maybe like $200 something, or maybe more. Like I think maybe I recall it to be like either like ranging from like 200 something to $300. And then and that's just like one ticket, right? And we would have to sell 30 tickets to and for me, because I applied late, I had to sell 30 tickets within like a month.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, that's not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, of course there was like a range of like if you could sell like general admission tickets or like
VIP.
Yeah, or VIP, but it was not an easy task. And
No.
of course, this was just to like fill the seats. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, now I never thought these huge pageants, and I never thought all of them were squeaky clean. I never thought that. I wasn't that naive. You know, and plus, I always thought a lot of these events were rigged. I always, in some type of way, because I mean, the same person keep winning over and over and over again. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
You know,
and actually, that's a really good point too. So in the pageant that I was in, the pageant director specifically gave instructions where the one of the contestants who eventually ended up winning would be able to give presents to the judges, and only she was able to give the presents to the judges, but everybody else knew like that had happened.
Yeah, that's like a bribe.
Yeah, exactly. It was very strange. Like it was just kind of like, okay, but like if everybody else knows, like then what is the point, like, you know, of that? You know, like
yeah, it's just that's how it is sometimes, you know. I think but I think a lot of girls know how it is before they even go in there. But in their mind, they say, hey, I'm gonna just do whatever it takes, and if it works out, fine. If it doesn't work out, that's fine too. That's what I think. Just based on the girls that I've been talking to over the past 20 years. The mentality is like, hey, I'll just do my best and do whatever it takes, and if it works out, fine. If not, they'll just move on.